There's so many different art styles in the Legend of Zelda series. From the Wind Waker and its more cartoony vibe to Skyward Swords, more painty-ish, if that's a word. I'm making it a word. As far as Skyward Swords art style, I really didn't care for it that much, although it probably because of the limits of the hardware, the Wii. The hardware topped out at 720p, so it really couldn't shine as much as it potentially could nowadays. Here's to hoping that there is a Skyward Sword remake coming in the near future. With the art style being such a massive thing in the Zelda series, I would like to pose a question to you, DFam. What specific Zelda game would you remake in the style of another Zelda game in the series? Let's dispute it. How's it going, YouTube fam? DFEdit here and welcome to another video. If this is your first time seeing my content on YouTube, take a minute to subscribe. Be sure to hit the bell notification for weekly Zelda content. The game that I would remake, completely redo the art style for, and in the vision of another Zelda game, personally I would take Skyward Sword and put it in the Breath of the Wild scheme of the art style of Breath of the Wild. I just think personally it would make Skyward Sword such a good game. In fact, probably my favorite Zelda game in the series. That's one of the reasons, other than the motion controls, that Skyward Sword is not my favorite Zelda game, because the limits of the software, and I just never really like going backwards and playing old games just because of the quality. I know, call me lame, but that's how I roll. So again, here's to hoping for a Skyward Sword remake. Another reason why I feel that I would completely redo the art style for Skyward Sword in the Breath of the Wild art style is because I would love to see my Loftwing just kind of flying around in the open world concept of Breath of the Wild. I think it'd be super cool to explore on a Loftwing in the Breath of the Wild environment, kind of like jumping off and stuff like you did in Skyward Sword original. I also think that it'd be pretty cool to see characters like Girahim, Zelda, and Demise in the art style of Breath of the Wild. I think that'd be pretty dope. So those are my thoughts on the art style revamp. I just think that the Breath of the Wild gaming engine and controls would make Skyward Sword, again, one of my most favorite games in the series. Alright DFam, so that's it for this short Zelda Dispute video. Again, as always, make sure in the comments you guys are leaving your thoughts on the question and being polite and civil to each other down there. I would appreciate that immensely. So if you are new to this channel, I actually have a playlist coming up on the screen in a couple seconds here, all about Breath of the Wild 2, as well as a playlist about our weekly Zelda Dispute series. So if you're interested in any of those, click on those now. Also, go ahead and subscribe for weekly Zelda content. Continue to be the light in somebody's life, and I'll see you guys soon.